Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Today we will be doing lesson verb. This is the lesson number 6 from your grammar book and this is video number 2, part 2 of the video verb, lesson verb. In my last video I taught you about helping verb and main verb, and this video will learn about regular and irregular verb and the tenses, the simple past, simple present and simple future. Children, as you all know that we are learning V1, V2 and V3. We are all doing these V1, V2 and V3 in our course copies. So, V1 is the base form of the verb and V2 is the past form of the verb and V3 is the past participle form of the verb. So, base, past, past participle. V1 is the base form, V2 is the past form and V3 is the past participle form of the verb. Now, base form, if base form is arrived, the past form is arrived and the past participle, that is the V3 form, it is also arrived. If it is look, the past form is looked, we add ed, and the past participle is also looked. And in some form of the verbs like cry, the V2 form will become cried and the V3 form will also become cried. So, here we see that same pattern is followed. Here it was E, so we added D. And here there was the words ended with consonant, so we added ED. And here there was a consonant Y, so we excluded Y and we wrote IED. So, D was at the end of the past form and the past participle form. These kind of verbs are called regular verbs. They follow the same pattern. They have the fixed pattern. So, we call them regular verbs. So, you've understood what are regular verbs? In some verbs, if the base form is put, the past form will also be put and the past participle is also put. Like put, cut, hurt, hurt. The base form is also hurt, past form is also hurt, H-U-R-T, and past participle is also H-U-R-T. In some action words like buy, the past becomes bought and the past participle, that is the V3 form, is also bought. So, the words totally changed. Verbs totally changed in V2 and V3 form, but they are same. Now, in some verbs like go, it will be went and gone. Here, all three forms are different. In some cases, come. The past is came and the past participle is also come. Same thing happens in run. Run, ran, run. So, the base form is same and the past participle form is same, but the past form has changed. In some, what happens? Break, it becomes broke and broken. Here all the three forms changes. Break, broke, broken. So these kind of verbs which doesn't follow the same pattern, which has different pattern, they are called irregular verbs. They are called irregular verbs. I hope you all have understood V1, V2, V3 form of the verbs, and the verbs that follow the same pattern. They end with D at the end. There is D. They are called regular verbs, and the verbs that follow different patterns, they are called irregular verbs. Now go is the present form of the verb, and we use it for the present tense, that is for the present time. We use it for the present time or the things that you do regularly. You go to school regularly, so we use the word go over here. And went, it is the past form of the verb, and it is put where the things you have done at the past, the actions that have taken part in the past, that actions that have been in the past, we used went. And for gone, this is the past participle form. Children, remember, whenever it is past participle form, it needs the auxiliary verb or the helping verb has. The past participle form use the helping verb has, have or had. So whenever we use the past participle form or the V3 form of the verb, we use has, have or had. So the third form of the verb, the V3 form of the verb, needs the helping verb has, have, had. And the V2 form of the verb, we use it for the action that have taken place already, that have taken place in the past. And for the V1 form of the word, we use the present, we use it for the present time or the things that we do regularly. I hope the three form of the verbs are clear to you, V1, V2 and V3. Now I am going to show you the tenses, the verbs and their tenses, verb tenses. What is tenses? Tenses is time, and verbs are action. The time when the action took place. So, the time when the action took place, the verb will change according to that. The form of the verbs will change according to the time it happened. So, suppose this is your timeline. This is in middle. This is the present form, and here to the left is the past and to the right is the future. So the action, the verbs has three tenses or time: present time, past time and future time. For the past time, you know, we use the V2 form. This is the V1 form, the base form, and the future will be the base form plus will. Will or shall you will use plus V1. For example, for the verb buy, base form is buy. When you use it for the past tense, you will write down bought, and here for the future tense you will write will or shall, and the base form will buy. First we will learn about simple present time or present form of the verb. simple present, then simple past, and then simple future. So the present tense denotes the action that is taking place or the action that you do regularly. For example, Rohan speaks French. Okay, here you will ask, ma'am, we have put S over here. Why? Because Rohan is the singular person. When we are talking about the singular noun, when we have a singular noun, we add the base form of the verb or V1 form of the verb plus S. We put S with that if it is singular. If it is plural, they speak French. We write like this, they speak French. We don't write they speaks French because they are plural. So here we will not put S. You will write only speak French. Did you get this? So in the simple present form, we add S to the base form if we are talking about single person or we are talking about a singular noun, and the base form will remain as it is in the simple present when we are talking about plural, when we are talking about more than one person. Did you find the difference? I hope you all have understood the present form. Now we'll learn about simple past tense. So simple past tense, we talk about the action that has taken place earlier. For example, she played football yesterday. So the action took place yesterday. She played. Here the verb is played, and this is the past form of base verb play. Now they ate pizza last Sunday. So when did they eat pizza? They ate pizza last Sunday. So ate is the past tense form of base verb eat. I hope you have understood what is simple past tense. You will use the V2 form of verbs. V2 form of verbs are used for simple past tense. Now children, one important thing I want to tell you. Do you know what is the verb form of be or to be? It will be was or were. To be, was, and were is the past tense form of be, and B3 form, that is past participle, is being. I will give you an example. If you get it like this, I dash and here is be. And you are said to fill the simple past form of be in this blank. What will be your answer? I was ill yesterday. And if the question is like this, for the plural form, they when there is the plural form, you will use the past form of be as were. So be, if the base form is be, the past tense of be will be was or were, and been is the past participle. Now we'll talk about the simple future tense. We make the simple future form of the verb by adding will or shall to the main verb, to the base form, that is the V1 or the present form of the verb. For example, Radha will dance on stage tomorrow. Here we added will to the main form of the verb and it became the future tense. She will dance tomorrow. It is not the present form. She is not dancing now. She will be dancing tomorrow. So Radha will dance on stage tomorrow. For example, one more example I will give. Ram will play cricket next Sunday. So, he will play on next Sunday, the coming Sunday. So, will is added to the base form of the verb and it became the future tense. I hope you all have understood the verbs, the regular verb, the irregular verb, the different tenses of the verb, the simple, future and past tenses, the simple past tense, the simple future tense and the simple present tense. I hope you all have understood all these things. The present, past and future. Here we add, in the present form we add s or es to the base form of the verb, and in the past tense we add d, ed, ied to the base form of verb, to the regular verb, and in irregular verbs the pattern almost changes, that we have discussed earlier. And in future tense of the verb we use will or shall to the base form of verb. Now you know about simple past, simple present, simple past and simple future tense. And what else we learned? The past participle or the V3 form contains has, have or had plus base form. I hope the concept is clear to you all. Now I will give you the assignment that you have to do in your book.